Nearly 1 in 4 young Americans who bought a home needed family money for that down payment, 23.8% to be exact. And that stat just ruined everything we think we know about Gen Z home ownership. Let me explain. Let's start with what we already know about Gen Z home ownership. Only 26% of Gen Z owns homes, compared to over 40% of boomers when they were our age. Gen Z represented just 5% of all new home purchases last year, and for the first time ever, there were more home buyers over the age of 70 than under the age of 35. The median first-time home buyer is now 38 years old. In the 80s and 90s, it was in their late 20s. And the first-time home buyer pipeline has collapsed from 2 million, which is where it's historically been, to just 1.14 million first-time new home buyers. Those numbers all already look bad, right? But here's what makes it so much worse. If nearly a quarter of the already small number of home buyers needed family wealth to get there, that means that for Gen Z, without that cheat code, home ownership isn't just harder, it's statistically approaching impossible. And the math does back this up. You need to earn around $114,000 to afford a median-priced home, but the average salary is half that. Home prices are up 40% since the pandemic, and mortgage rates have doubled. Meanwhile, wages are only up 28%. So home buyers today need to earn 80% more than they did just 5 years ago in 2020. 5 years, not a generation, 5 years. So when we see those Gen Z home ownership stats, 26% home ownership rate, 5% of all purchases, remember that a quarter of those buyers had help that a lot of other Gen Zers don't have access to. Which means that on the ground, for most of Gen Z, the situation is catastrophically worse than it appears. This isn't the American dream getting harder. It is a fundamental restructuring of who gets to participate in the American dream. So if you want financial strategies that are built for the reality that we're actually living in, not the one our parents lived in, check out Suit at the link in my bio.